Hello, today I am going to make a opening tier list for white. I hope you enjoy. Let's start. The first opening is Ruy Lopez. e4 e5 knight f3 knight c6 bishop b5. Now black has a lot of options. Oh no! Do I have to learn all these theories as white? Of course no. Just learn basic ideas because it has a lot of theories. You cannot know all of them. Also, Ruy Lopez teaches you too much information about chess strategy and everyone should play this opening at least 50, 100 games as a white. However, it may be boring sometimes because you always play same moves. So the other opening that I will show you a few minutes later is a better option to enjoy and win chess games. It is still an effective opening though. The King's Gambit is an aggressive opening characterized by white's move e4 followed by f4 aiming to target black's central control. In this opening, white seeks to initiate early attacks, putting pressure on the opponent's position and gaining time, but this strategy can be countered by black's careful defense. So, it is risky but has a huge reward. Finally, this is the last and best an opening for e4. You will improve your tactic calculations by playing this opening. e4 e5 knight f3 knight c6 Italian opening. If the opponent plays bishop c5, now it is coming. b4 Evans Gambit. It is the best opening for Alpha Zero, the strongest chess bot and Italian lovers, but why? If the pawn isn't taken, you will have a great attack chance because you have an area advantage. So, the best option is bishop takes b4, c3, now bishop has to go a5 but most of plays bishop c5 to keep pressure f2. We play d4, e takes d4 and castle. If the opponent takes c3 then we have a great tactic. Bishop takes f7 is a good move. King takes f7, queen d5 check. King e8, queen h5 check, g6, now we take the bishop, develop our pieces. Bishop has to go to a5. d4, e takes d4 and castle. We sacrifice two pawns but we will have a great attack chance. D takes c3 queen b3. Now we are attacking to f7 pawn. Queen e7, now knight takes c3. We want to jump d5 square with the knight. Bishop takes c3, queen takes c3, knight f6, bishop a3, d6 and e5 to open e-file. There are a few variations but the main idea is just sacrifice pawn and attack your opponent before they develop their pieces. The Grand Prix attack is an opening played by white against the Sicilian defense. It typically starts with e4 followed by knight c3. When white wants to play against the Sicilian defense, they employ the Grand Prix attack with the move 3.f4. The main idea behind the Grand Prix attack is to launch a quick attack and adopt an aggressive playing style. White quickly advances the f-pawn to restrict black's central control and hinder black's development, rather than focusing on establishing central control themselves. This opening allows white to initiate early attacks and dictate the pace of the game aggressively. Queen's Gambit can be a great opening by playing with d4 agonist d5. The main idea is playing c4 and sacrifice the pawn to control the center. That is why most of people doesn't take the pawn and play e6 or c6 to protect the pawn. If plays e6, the c8 bishop won't be happy from this situation. You can develop well and play positional chess. It is the most popular strategic opening. The opening I will show you right now has an incredible theory. It is very difficult to learn. You have to spend a lot of time. Now, that is the theory of London. Yes, you learned the theory. The London opening is a reliable opening where white aims to maintain central control while developing the bishop and securing positional advantages. Starting with d4, white follows up with moves like bishop f4 and knight f3 to develop the bishop and reinforce central forces with e3. The London opening allows white to adopt a flexible playing style as they can adapt to black's responses. In this opening, white often develops the queen and rooks, then transitions to middle game plans while initiating a central attack. One of the biggest advantages of playing this opening is that you always prepare same setup regardless of your opponent's setup. They can play like this, or this. If I were a d4 player, I would play the London. The English opening is an opening where white typically begins with the move c4, indirectly targeting central control. This opening allows white to adopt a flexible playing style and aims to seize control of the game. It is like a Sicilian dragon opening with white pieces. The English opening is built on positional advantages and long-term plans rather than entering the game aggressively. Also, if your opponent plays knight f6 or d5, you can queen's gambit by playing d4. The Nimzo-Larsen attack is an opening played by white, beginning with knight f3. White follows up with b3, aiming to disrupt the symmetry of the game and steer the play into less explored territory. This opening offers flexibility and can lead to a wide variety of positions, allowing white to dictate the pace and style of play. Also, it is like a Nimzo-Indian defense because white allows black to control the center. It can be strong for blitz or rapid games, but I don't recommend for classic games. f4 where opening. Not necessary, not useful, and waste of time. h4 cat is opening, same with a4, don't play. At least play h3 and it might be able to useful. Today, we've reviewed some popular white openings. I hope you enjoyed it and don't forget to like and subscribe.